see trees of green, red roses too. I watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of this. This is something that's very near and dear to my heart. I've been working child exploitation my entire career. There's nothing in the Bureau that I'd rather do. And there's plenty of other things in the Bureau you can do, but I've chosen to stick with this because I care so much about it. First off, let me tell you that even with all this crazy shelter in place, COVID stuff going on, we have not stopped working. In fact, I was out until 1:30 last night. We rescued 2 juveniles last night. We are still working at 100% capacity for sure. As far as the federal role in sex trafficking, we've always been involved, but it really became a bigger deal really in 2003 when the FBI had done a big study and realized that we weren't doing enough, especially on the juvenile sex trafficking. So they formed what was called the Innocence Lost National Initiative and determined 13 different areas of the country where child sex trafficking seemed to be a big problem, including the San Francisco Bay Area. It's not just one problem for one agency. All of us need to come together and do it. And what the FBI can do is bring some additional resources. We have national resources. We have 56 field offices throughout the US, and then we also even have international resources. We have agents who sit at embassies around the world. So we can bring a lot to the table there. We can also bring federal prosecution. In many areas of the country, on the federal side, we're able to get life sentences on a pretty regular basis for some of these traffickers.
Child sex trafficking is unusual in that you can't do it alone. And I've often said that it takes a village, and it really does. And so it's an honor to be here because in terms of that village and the support that's offered, I have to say that I hold New Day out as a gold standard for the care that they provide the girls that are rescued. It's a challenge because many of these children don't realize they're victims, again, because, they don't really know what love looks like. They're told that this person is their boyfriend, for example. It's called a Romeo pimp. It's our mission to make sure that they get the services they need and are safe and given the care they need, regardless of whether they choose to prosecute. But to the extent that some do, and a lot do, frankly, because of the social services that we wrap around them, really, and the really trauma-informed and victim-centered approach that law enforcement officers like Marty Parker and Lieutenant Jim Beer and Sergeant Mark Campos at OPD, the real leaders out there right now doing the hard work and heavy lifting, their attitude and the attitude of their leadership and my leadership enables us to get the kind of results with supported care. When the HEAT unit started collecting stats in 2006, January to December 2019, we have charged 727 defendants. That's just through December. We've done much more since the beginning of the year. 57 cases were pending. 670 cases have concluded. 543 defendants have been convicted, and we have an 81% success rate. I personally, and on behalf of my office and my boss, District Attorney Nancy O'Malley, we are just so grateful to New Day and the work that you've done. Thank you.
I'm so thankful for all of you, for the opportunities that I have because of you and because of the generosity of the Lord and the generosity that He's placed in all of you guys' hearts. So I'm healthy and I'm happy, and things aren't always perfect. I'm still healing, but I'm doing so much better, and I'm set on a path to where a future is even a possibility for me.